Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Danganronpa. Today we'll be continuing the Let's Play on this series. Yesterday I got cut off because that's in the video shortly. This time I'll be completing the full investigation. Huh? This is the room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Wait, why were... Okay, huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates in my room, Sayaka's rooms were switched? So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? The only place has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka could really herself after seeing whatever it was on the video. Wonder, what did she see? Might not be the record real case, but might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. I just need to click on this. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Push play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... the image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with a friend she said had been so important to her. She was possibly glowing in there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. Yeah, well, too bad, Makoto, she is dead. It started to blur and darken, and then a voice that comes to despise so much began to float out of the speaker.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
the screen went dark, and in the next moment, saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? The super famous Parker, everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person will take things this far? Oh, wait, hold up. There's nothing to see here, huh? 30 gauge, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash of this. This is where all the trash in school eventually winds up. How do you get the gate?
No, you can't go any further!
No, not to beyond this point. Only person can play it until it's allowed in.
No, you can't go any
whatever.
No, you can't go any
care. Let me skip. This is stupid. I'd be trying to just go around and keep fleeing it. I'm looking for Rose and cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? You just so happened Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone in cleaning duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Since you're in cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of trash.
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. To do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person in cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all the trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? It does seem more convenient.
So, in other words...
Actually... yeah, we know.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and trash them whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence will be easy. The thrill will disappear and things will become boring. I forgot what voice they gave him. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than
Hey, you
that.
bastard.
Hey, Daddy, if you want the clean duty gig anyway.
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know what you
Is
did.
it?
You went
Like-
digging through the girl's trash looking for, and poking around at it.
there's no way to
What are
think
you
about
talking
this
about?
in a
Oh, my
common
love
sense.
is with 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe they'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. To spending the same amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has clean duty, soccer can accompany them for picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
You're as innocent as you claim. What's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic. Since you want clean duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you finally want to join my party? Sorry, if you haven't triggered that flag yet. You mean you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss? No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into trash and look around.
You.
Oh, okay. So easy. With him and I headed down to the trash. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Hey, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves their way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Jimmy pulled the key out of his pocket and decided to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... Yep.
Mr. Naegi!
Oh, wow, what the hell is that? There was something broken. Oh, I'll check it out now. However, Mr. Knight, surely you're not planning to use the trash to destroy evidence, are you? The fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left any... No, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Okay, yeah, this... Oh, what the... I didn't notice that, but I did notice it. Oh shit, what did I miss? What is it? What did I miss? Or whatever. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this...
You know what this... If you collect all seven, a dragon... I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on the big city street corner. Gaze into it will show you a glimpse of the future. It's like the Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Alright, so... That... Yasuhiro, I believe? Yasuhiro Hagakura, yeah, I believe that was his name. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? Only one person it could be. Could also be in the gym. Also be in the gym. Boy, I've been running into people. Oh yeah, I forgot how the girl was scared. Whatever. Shattered crystal ball, alright. Why is the... I believe it's always open now, right? Something underground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning love? Maybe this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's hard to see from a button-up shirt. Another look like this from the blood and coat, which means it's all that's left of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are a lot of people here with white button-up shirt. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Incinerator, it's way in the back part of the factory. It's a good 30-50% of the game. And and it's on. You see the green and yellow button next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be included, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay. Huh? Someone turn on the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down
I
here.
see it.
Perhaps it was the work of the fairy. Fumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the signal was off. Ah, yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I find one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was pointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Since I'm the only one who has to keep the open gate, it should be impossible for an incinerator to be on it. And yet, I mean, someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator, yeah. He said yellow. That looks orange to me, but whatever. Maybe yellow-orange. The whole thing is quite strange indeed. No, here lies. The incinerator was off, and those glass shards were closed weren't. What does that all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows that other mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living one of his comic book fantasies. Yeah. Yeah, this kind of looks orange to me. Green button turns down, yellow button turns up. That ain't yellow, that's green, but whatever. Or so it seems anyway. Yeah, I'll just talk to you. You know, are you investigating Danganronpa? Oh no, I'm just taking a break actually. I've been taking a started. It's all first for me, you know. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I did not give her girlfriend at all. And I don't know why, but being in Danganronpa helps keep me calm. Oh no, I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. You know, true, that was the same thing last time when Sayaka was killed. Wait, what? Wait, what the? No. You said something. I want to know more. Ah, yes. I just thought there was a knife missing here. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Looks like one of them is missing. I wonder why, Naegi. Can you not figure shit out for yourself? No, it wasn't. I investigated it last time, trying to look for coins. I don't think this one gave me a coin, but I'm 100% sure. I can even look back at my video. But I'm 100% sure there was a knife there. Let's see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set. Yep. Thought so. I believe these. Did they give me a coin now if I investigate it? I don't see anything noteworthy about any of it. No. Is it even possible to get coins while I'm investigating? Who knows, it might be. Alright, do you know about it? Since you were here? So did you notice I wanted the kitchen knife was missing for that
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird. No, I thought it was kind of strange. The knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so what's it missing from the very beginning? No, it wasn't. Nope, last I remember, they all lined up in a nice neat row. When did you notice my knife had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. It seemed to not disappear while we were drinking your tea in that. Yeah. In other words, you were getting down when someone came and took it. Should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to dinner hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. I always account. Hey, by the way, did you kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You know, do you really think you murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, they want killing the other. It's a classic drama setup. You consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. You said all that, and you're still unsure of it? Alright, whatever. He's 50. Hey, Hero, can I say something? No, get out of here, get out, I heard enough, gotta get through. Hero, snap out of it. Wait, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? This is different. That's my crystal ball. It's all smashed, what the hell? Only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was they actually just made a glass and not a crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Gang gets con George Washington, Napoleon. He said we were to control the crystal ball, control the world. Napoleon controlled a lot of Europe. Washington did not control the whole world ever. But whatever. They were unless you're talking about like no, there's plenty of Washingtons, but the Washington is probably referring to George Washington. But yeah, he did not control the world. He barely controlled most of the modern USA to begin with. So we'll control the crystal ball, control the world. Was that seriously OBS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, this one for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last time. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. I already investigated the laundry room. There was nothing there because your dumbass thinks nothing's relevant. Thanks, Zero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that? Raising Zero for the fortune telling for 2 years. You don't have to be like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too, can't even feel bad for him. Oh yeah, it's almost done. It's only been 25 minutes. Okay, I'll record part of what comes next.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Yeah, okay, the red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Okay, You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. You're afraid you would be discovered?
Listen to me!
It's not joined to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced of it. I didn't do it. It means I could both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright, let's look at the elevator then. Just have my sister begin the elevator. Later.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea. Again, your last name's not shown, but whatever.
Hey,
Are you scared? No. Scared is a part, right? Before, it's up to you to cover the mystery surrounding the case itself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Can't you cover the truth of Sayaka's death? I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor, I swear to find out what the real killer is. The ready for to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was waiting in the elevator when I finally stepped on. The door closed and the elevator started to move. Yeah, since last time it was a short video, I'm just going to do the whole class trial for last times. Steel blocks descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basements. I wonder if this is how death row feels when his time is from the
oh,
But it's not more like, is it not more like if anyone to receive his judgment? Oblivious to or sharing excited to elevator the bowels of the school. The soundtrack is actually pretty good for stating the mood. Or whatever. Yeah, well, you finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real chorus? Like a Hollywood movie set, right? Shit. Not even close, it's total crap.
well now.
Okay, everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. He did what he said and found your seats. See, we're arranging the dance set up that so that everyone could see everyone else. It also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer the attention to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. So the curtain of the first case open. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Why is there pictures of the dead ones there? Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. It said skills, I believe I have some. Wherever they are. Robot Jock, Crazy Truth Roll, rate of fire, effective during non-stop debate, and the bullet time battle. Okay, let me get this one. I have 10 skill points. I believe I got them from my voice. Is that the last thing? Yep. Oh, that took up almost all of them. Oh, so I've forgotten some things I need to do. But I already know.
Let's begin
main
with a
story.
basic explanation of the class trial.
So, your votes will determine the results.
So if any point in the series you hear me like reference something that happens that has yet to happen, it's probably that's the reason why, because I already know what's going on. It's not a blind Let's Play, it's more of my Let's Play on it. It's why I was looking for monoclones, because I knew I needed to become friends with them.
If you can figure out who they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
As for where all the monoclones are, that's something I don't know. Like, I did not look those things up. I just figured them out myself.
Really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Oh yeah,
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Calm down here for me.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh yeah, 16
There were only
students.
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Because technically 16 of us can fit.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Let's begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I already know how it's done, but in case someone is watching this the first time, I'll let them read it. Since progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debate. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you contradiction buried within their statements. What this means is that you have to use the truth bullets to refute what they say. An irrelevant truth bullet you found during your villain. To name, and then fire with the right button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the menu button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Make your arguments. What evidence to use? Is evidence of a struggle or evidence of a struggle?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Why's my
In the
thing moving on its
bathroom.
own?
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to...
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay, can you give me one bullet again, or what? Alright, that's alright.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that
Killer used some random knife.
Nope.
No, it's wrong. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh?
One of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Yeah, whatever, killer.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk
Thank
all
you,
we want.
Kyoto.
It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about Nasa today. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding out the right bumper. I'm not doing that. While you're concentrating, time was not doing that. On top of that, it'll stutter your aim, making it. Nope. I don't care. Nope. Let's just go on. Well then, good luck and have fun. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I shouldn't need to rely on the stupid gimmick just to make it work.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're out of investigation in Kawa. You don't know. And
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina? Earlier?
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking the tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. She just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, Well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
Problem? A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Hey, Ishimaru. Don't judge people on appearances.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens when you assume stuff.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, the person who took the knife from the kitchen knife was, well, Sayaka, obviously.
I got it!
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What? See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
Nah, man, you're supposed to say no. That's wrong.
Twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most
Me for the murder. Don't they understand? If you convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Giddy's warming up to me.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh yeah, the strands of hair, because it was way too clean. Your first Hangman's Gap is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. It will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around in the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and press the Y button to shoot the desired letter. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been in the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. You can figure out what that something is. Yeah, it's hair, I believe. But can't say for sure. Could be something. Nope, it's definitely hair. Oh, age. Oh, I have to keep hitting it. Okay. Then on. There we go.
Now I understand.
Oh wow. That's actually easy. I'm pretty sure it later on will get harder.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Okay, so I know that she's helping, but why is she doing everything?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
If at any point you guys see the game freeze, because I just got a new controller, but it's like I'm playing on Xbox One, but the controller's from the Xbox Series X/S. So even though it can connect to it, since it's new, it's not connected to it that well. So I would keep losing connection to it. So yeah, I just letting you know.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
People sure will get into the bathroom. The evidence that proves it. Yeah.
I got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was... top part was unscrewed, and the doorknob's about ready to fall off.
Oh yeah, true. But what...
They ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about Natsuki Baby. Yep. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use the truth flaws in the wrong one only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have some fun. Alright, so now there's more contradictions. And I still only have one. Alright. So anything to do with bathroom door.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Only distant because it keeps moving.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
I have Y ready to shoot.
At that point, the killer had it on the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope.
No, it's wrong.
I like the soundtrack basically.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
I mean, it's still holding my goddamn hand, like if I don't have a brain for myself, but the soundtrack is good at least.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. so they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail the killer didn't know? For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was... Oh yeah, my room. The crime took place in my room.
I got it! I got it! The killer must know that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know, Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
No, that is the possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
My bad. What I meant to say is that it's definitely the reason it can't be him.
Then Makoto...
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Yeah, they ain't played.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
That'd be a really boring answer.
No, that can't be it either.
Trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
No, it's as if the idea is dumb.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was the answer, seeing how this game has progressed so far. But the idea, I mean, obviously the idea is possible. It probably did happen. It's just way too easy, is what I'm trying to say. I want to... Okay, this one.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Zaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
What?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What the hell was I saying in the last episode? When I went an entire rant, what I was why it was done for Makoto to disregard an entire stupid notepad, and that he could easily just grab a pencil and yes, see what was written on the previous page because it was an imprint. Makoto, you disregarded that as irrelevant. That's on you. Whatever. I don't want to talk to you about it. Just come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Yeah, I've actually... You know what? I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
That Makoto, or in this case the game, refused to let me search and disregarded that as irrelevant. I even made her rant on how that could possibly be relevant, but hey, now I know. For all I know, the laundry room could be relevant now, because it didn't let me search the washing machines either.
Huh? Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
A young man who's not into her, Hifumi, not everyone's as perverted as you.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Sure, keep telling yourself that.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, the nameplate! That's what this competition will pop up, right? Door nameplates, yes.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note...
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Oh, shit.
So exactly. The room that Makoto...
There we go.
No, it's wrong! No, that's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yeah, I just got a text message. Whatever, it's not relevant.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But Why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
I have a feeling Kira Gator already knows exactly what happened.
That's where the answer lies.
She just guiding us along because I feel like Makoto won't accept it if someone spells it out for him, so he needs to figure it out by himself. Even though she's still doing most of the work, so I mean, it's not like I'm doing most of it, am I?
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Yeah, I thought everyone came to the same conclusion.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yeah, most of the gold coating came off.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
But how the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Sayaka's wrist, right?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Yes, Ishimaru, thank you for spelling it out for us, even though Makoto was implying it.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? Well, let's decide because that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Okay, yeah, sure, let's hear. You're getting used to these non-stop debates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spots to refute each other. Finally, something I can do on my own without the game holding my goddamn hand. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the left bumper to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet you fire. By left bumper, you're talking about like the trigger or something. Press and release the left bumper to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the left bumper and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the larger difficulty set to count, fewer rolls will be lowered into the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the larger difficulty will be set to mean. So what I have is set to. Well then, good luck and have fun. Replica sword sheet, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. Right?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's wrong.
I took some damage, but that's okay.
Actually, no. The fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on. Shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
And who do we know when to grab the kitchen knife? Saya.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No. Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Who the? Your self-esteem must be like down to the earth. Goddamn. I forgot what the word is. But your self-confidence must be way down, like below earth. You know, I forgot what I said, but you got what I'm trying to imply. Like, she has like no self-esteem, is what I'm trying to say.
No, that's not it at all.
Or self-confidence. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coming off her hands because the water was off.
I got it!
Okay, I'm back to full hearts.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh, we did not need to know that.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Yeah, Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Why are you saying Makoto?
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. For that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yes, that's true, but considering that the murder was done in Makoto's room, it will be harder for Makoto to convince them if she has succeeded. And since I'm pretty sure, no, I'm 100% sure Leon did it, I don't understand why she would thought any of this will work. I mean, like, seriously, Leon could easily overpower you. Like, what the hell are you thinking? Should have gone Chihiro if you wanted to kill someone.
Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
That and the fact that he was way too soft on her, just because he had a crush on her. Which I don't blame him, but it's what happens when you're too nice. You get walked all over. You gotta have a spine for once, Makoto.
Plus, the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely?
Makoto could have ended up winning anyway, but it would have just been way harder.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, I wonder if that will come up later on in a different trial.
Oh yeah,
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Obviously I'm committed to find out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as the clues go, there's nothing left. The name that if you turn it upside down will say Leon, but I guess Makoto does not have a brain or something. Dying message. Locking that in, I don't get it.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Which is why it was upside down.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh! Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
If we could figure that out and you couldn't, then I have some bad news for you.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
My little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Dude, grow a brain or something, Naegi. Flip the pictures upside down.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be reading. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Yes, that message reveals the real killer's name. Okay, I'm going left. Ah, there we are.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 100.
Well, I haven't someone spell it out for me, Makoto, but it's okay, buddy. It's your first class trial. I don't blame you. I've been playing Ace Attorney for a while now, so I can figure these things out with you.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, that for some reason did not get brought up or something. I don't know. I feel like that's the first thing we'll bring up, but yeah. The clothes, I believe.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, there is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. Care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No. Without being the one infinity. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Yeah, the shattered ball, crystal ball. Hopefully the next cases are way harder. Shattered crystal ball, yes.
The key to the trash room.
The only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
This is gonna be the longest video of upload ever.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
So that's easy. Last one.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Very.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just...
Gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
I missed the challenge for that all for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! You have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
How will I do that though?
And with that, we can end this.
What, some sort of going inside my brain kind of stuff?
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Go inside my brain like they did with Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice?
Now here's what happened.
Closing argument's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Oh. Okay, well that's a little different. Or you'll notice that in the comic there are numbers of pieces missing. Oh, it's one of these things. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take him out a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, I actually am going inside of his...
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh, so I got that one right.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
I really like the music they have going on.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Okay, so I got that one right as well.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Ah, so they get around.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Another one, right?
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you
object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? First bullet time battle's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTW. In BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Okay? Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Alright. What button do I press though? A, okay. Press A button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the segment you locked onto with the Y button as the tempo marker reaches the center. This is meant to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be in one in pain. Do this consecutively, you start a combo. Keep this going and you initiate and tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each weapon. So watch out for that. Final strike. Deal enough damage to your opponent and the weak spot statement is located. I like how it shows you what evidence you have to use, but whatever. This one you can press the Y button to shoot it. Man, you haven't been holding my hand enough already, man. Don't worry. I have no idea how to think for myself. If you do the statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. So I would keep pressing A, and then I use Y to
broke
lock
the
on.
bathroom doorknob. They didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use to take apart the
I
doorknob?
refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, whatever, we're skipping that. After showing the suitable evidence of Lance's killer and figure it out. Alright, so try to match the B, alright? Let's see, what's the B? Let me hear the B.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Not a chance. You lied. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh, that was easy.
Proof.
This should prove it.
Where's your proof?
Bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid!
Leo,
Whatever.
would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Oh, what the hell is going on with you? Oh, he's having a mental breakdown, I forgot.
So, you have no rebuttal?
I keep forgetting people have mental breakdowns. I've had them way too many times in my life.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Well, okay, but this is a little extreme to show. Ooh, A. Olays? A's. Okay. 97 medals. Not from concentrate. Clear class right without using your concentration skill a single
Looks
time.
like you've reached your verdict. Then
Oh,
are we
you mean
ready
that
to cast
slowing
our
down thing?
vote?
What's a mistrial? Clear class right without having to retry a single time. Okay.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alright, well, I'll definitely be redeeming my coins after I finish this video. Well, when I get the chance, that is. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like he got it right on the money. The black and this is the one I killed Sayaka was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
This killer be killed.
That's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you be the one standing here. It's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because then we come up with what really is the truth. And that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. So because of that video. Vinod could handle it, what I saw in there. If I was there and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. They're probably waiting for me. Can't afford to be stuck in here! One thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dream, her friends. You have to see something like that happen to them, Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even if some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? To try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, really I do. Yep. You're not a despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka can be forced to do something that all of it, everything. It's all your fault. The only friends he had lunch at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
Banger said was he could latch onto Mara without hesitation. Her grace was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it will leave the bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make sure Hadamis pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Dang it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment. You did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during class trial, the black and the
You mean... execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Oh, exactly. It was self-defense. You forced your way into the bathroom, did you? Or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she showed herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, rolled in the bathroom.
Understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. This is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So, that's why...
That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You're closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? You can't say Leon's solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. So what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We wouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, just so happens that there's nothing more ethical than unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. That kind of justice, so what's anything, right? Shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's just hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment. The one that's getting executed is
don't
Leon
do
Kawada.
this!
I'm begging you, please don't do
Hey,
this. No more
come
begging,
on
no more
now.
excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I'm gonna get a copyright track, aren't I? Oh boy. Here we go. Ian has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. I don't even know what to say after seeing that. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, that thing is pumping right out of control! What do you even say after that? Jeez. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is try to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Rest in peace, Leon.
Damn you!
Yeah, screw you. Why the heck are you doing all of this evil stuff to us? Man, you have to question if he even deserved that. Like, sure, he killed Sayaka, but man, that was too brutal.
what the heck?
Evil, you make it sound like I'm some darkful, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
I'm sorry you putting us an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal. Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on the scale. I just don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of... I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regret from the outside world. You're to blame. You can't cut free of the outside world. You're trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? There's just some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackest punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you? I need to say something fun for later. That evil bear. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. And even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Well, I mean, yeah, what the hell do you say after seeing something like that? Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Does she, like, have no fear or something? Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm so glad you figured it out.
Listen.
told you before the class trial started, you have to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize that Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to tell her Kazu, that's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. She lay down and she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka will know for sure, and we can't ask her... We can't ask her for her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Final thoughts. That's how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Well, maybe, but she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Past their death? That's... They never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me with the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon and Sayaka. I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard way. Well, I have high expectations for you. She said that she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic. Like Sayaka was saying to us all those episodes ago.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh boy. Well, that's one hell of a tutorial chapter to survive at the end. 15, 14, 13, 12. Oh yeah, Junko died. Guess the game forgot about that for a second there. To be continued. You received this. Oh, come on, game. You don't have to do it like that. Yes, I'll save. Anyway, ready to save. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Have a good day.
Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss